Hello and welcome into the stream, everyone. I am Altamir Lash, and I will be your YouTuber today. Vtuber? We have things. So we have returned. Hopefully, I've checked all of the settings and required stuff. I hope there's not going to be anything going wrong today. It looks like my mouth isn't moving. That's acceptable. The mouth is up here anyway. Yeah, we got about 17 minutes left on the modified rank brawl, so we may as well dive directly into the first game. It has been a rather productive week this week, actually. That is to say, my friend and I have done some very deep diving into the system. I go first with the cavern. Sure. Toss back Calamity. We've done a lot of deep diving. I actually bought my third 3D printer this last week. So we got what is obstinately a $600 printer for $80, which is pretty nice. We got it all up and running. I've got a couple things that I need to do, but at this point it's going to be hardware fixes to be able to get any more efficiency out of it. I've pretty much honed it into pretty accurate settings, actually. My test prints have been pretty good. Our opponent reads our ring. Oh no, do they have a disenchant? Oh good, they do. Do we want to attack it all? Yes. We'll also thin our deck by one land. Alright, not a lot of great drops there, but at least our opponent didn't want to get domed for 7. Okay, the opponent gets Azusa, symbols are looking. So, what we're gonna do here is... Does this do damage to each... This just each creature? Okay. We do an Ice Till. We could do an Ice Till. I think we just want to... Because if we attack with Ruby, we'll get the bonus. The opponent won't do anything. So we could do this, getting us 2, 3... No. I'll just ship them the option. Okay. They elect not to take 6 damage, that's fine.
Fire never
We'll just clear
so
the board of small things.
blaze a path forward.
Got that, we're good to go, and then we can crop rotate. And the opponent has seen it up. Excellent. All right, so we got about 16 minutes left, so we may as well jump back in. One of my biggest problems with 3D printing is when a problem pops up that is technically not supposed to happen, and then you're just left wondering, like, why is this happening? For example, if you've been using a USB stick to load up a whole bunch of files on it, just one after another, and everything's going great, and you can print off stuff in the chain, and then suddenly it just decides, you know what, heck with this, and doesn't want to give you the ability to read your stuff. Try again. Sounds like it lived. Airship. I actually have an airship that looks remarkably similar to that. Oh, they didn't have a second one. Well, now they do. Too late, opponent. And it's like, you really shouldn't have that commander. And I'm just like, you know what? Vorinclex doesn't seem bad. Don't need another mountain right now. We are good on that. Oh, look, another Vorinclex. Do Ruby? No. Let's just send him the clown. Oh. We can just, because their commander has hexproof. We're not going to get any value off of that. Yeah, hopefully we just don't hit the extra turn. Alright, that's rough. When did you natively gain haste? Yep. Well, this is going bad places real quick. And you. On the positive end, they are tapped out, which makes this hurt a little bit less. Unfortunately, can't really play anything with two. We can't even drop Ruby, so I guess this enters tap. And we just get infinite value. They get Planetarium? Of course they do. You greedy motherfucker. you say? Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do believe that might actually be a thing. Oh, Calamity's already in hand. Then in that case, give us Wrath and Lightning. You. Oh, tooth and nail. My beloved. Sick. Let's grab a pack. We want a mythic pack. Let's hold off on that pack for a second. So how's everybody doing today? We having a good time with Brawl? Hand's fine. Ulobong being stuck in hand is not the greatest, but it is what it is. Backed? Go wide. Are we gonna need to blow up the field? There's probably gonna be an abundance of small artifact creatures. I would have thought there was something. Well, they don't have the swords. They do have a reprobation though. It's unfortunate. Ooh, that's not good. We got about one turn by my estimation to draw an untapped land for all of this ramp. The opponent, it's just an abundance of choices to do. How do I play all these cards? There we go. Dax will just hold back the blocker. There's the boil. Firestone token. Nice. That card only works in digital because nobody remembers how it works in real life. Day and night cycle is almost as bad as, oh, what do you call it? Stickers, in my estimation. Continue to rant. Ship back the... yeah. The odds of them drawing another piece of removal grow with every turn. Not exponentially, but definitely linearly. Shall we? So we have 2 by my estimation. Okay. Well, they're not killing it. Okay, maybe they are. Mayhaps my math was wrong. Scour. Of 7 cards you write, 2 non-creature and online cards, 3 or less on the battlefield. Okay. So Coco, but with not creatures. Now you got a rock. Well, since all my good landfalls are kind of already taken, may as well. Up. Not exactly a natural Ulamog, we did ramp into it, but hard casting it is definitely something that we don't always get to do. That does, in fact, put them at lethal. They are definitely digging for an answer. Alright, there they go. Hey, our monument. That takes them out of instant death range. those and these. You cannot defeat me. I'm your lord. What a blasphemous act. One, two, three, four, five. What activated ability are they sitting on? Annihilator 4, fool. Them deciding they don't need hexproof and haste is pretty advantageous to us because we definitely wanted them to not have hexproof anymore. For answer. Orper orb. Creatures entering. Okay. That's a little annoying. Permanents to throw in the fire. Unfortunately, we got all of our good landfall out of the way, so these are kind of sitting hot and jolly in our hand unless we can draw a couple more. Oh, the Stone. It's not awful, but they're definitely going to be losing a little bit of life for that. Might be good enough to send it back in for this game. Oh, there they go. Starting to think they might have this. Yeah, we'll pin our deck a little bit. Alright, well, I can tell when I'm beaten. They have, in fact, turned that around. Hey, a pack. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab a active mythic, because we're searching for mythics. Let's go ahead and draw a... Ooh. Open the pack. Let's see if we get a mythic that's good. I don't think we're searching for anything on the track, but... Ooh, Emeritus. Nice. That could be good for our other deck. Slam that in there. Is Zombify good enough? It might be. Or what's bad enough to take out? Got it. Alright, so we got about 16 minutes left, so I think we can get in at least one more game. I think that our deck had the tools and the speed to deal with that deck. They just were able to pop off a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. If we had drawn more removal or one of our actual, like tooth and nail effects, we would have done fine. Hand's fine. And we're on the play, which is nice. And the opponent's Vivi. Cold steel, interesting. Alright. Let's ship back the... We love watching them tempo. We hate watching them control. So they tutor for a spell snare. Okay, so now we cannot take them off. Approaching is a little bit late. Awkward turns for tapped lands. They're like, whatever you're playing, I don't care.
Now they look like an Isn't the unknown exciting?
A little bit awkward that we're basically fighting our mana base this entire game. We're tap lands into 7 drops. There's their Emeritus.
I overheard some juicy gossip.
We'll send that with you, and, yeah, we'll just hold on to you. Let's see if he's actually smart about it. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to fight Nip Mizzet. Always is. Fucker takes over in any game that he's in.
Isn't the unknown exciting?
Like I said, we had about a turn where we could have done something, and yeah, our deck handed us a fat stack of tapped lands. Maybe we should remove the other desert, the tap desert land. Maybe it's not good after all this time. There's no ramp in this hand. Down's Arid Archway, so... Jesus. Okay, I guess we're keeping this. Ship back the unplayable stuff. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. Our opponent reads our commander. Our opponent gets the best mana dork in the game. No, we need to actually do something. Not helping. Would you like to trade? I didn't think so. Our opponent's counting their lands. Should I put down this fetch land or this fetch land? Ah, this fetch land for sure. If I could reliably draw fetch lands as often as my opponent when they have a Lotus Cobra, then I would probably run Lotus Cobra. Unfortunately, they have exactly one more color than me, which gives them like 3 or 4 extra fetch lands. Oh, good! I'll probably just scoop right now. Game isn't exactly playable anymore. And they're only milling lands. Go off, Queen. Play a fetch land. Yeah, okay. Well, sometimes the opponent doesn't even need to do anything. They just need to take a bajillion game actions. The problem is, all of the things that I'm weak against can't be solved by a combination of the deck building restrictions I have in my colors. I just don't have access to the best responses. Maybe I have a couple extra 9-drops that I don't necessarily need, but... That makes me feel a little bit better. The summoner, that is. Okay, we're definitely feeling a little bit worse now. The worst of the mill crabs. I don't think so. Oh dear. We'll discard. Fucking. Oh, no, we're never gonna play him. Two lands that we could have used hot off the top. Good game has been called. No, he might not be correct. Lands, am I right? We will... The problem is, if we get a bad hand, we're already playing absolute jank into ranked. So the moment that we trip on our own deck building restrictions is the moment that we lose. But this is the deck that we built. We only have one deck. And we keep drawing Bahamut. Go away. You're not supposed to show up until we tooth and nail for you. Reach, I don't think we need a second one to go Sephiroth. Actually, a board wipe would be nice. Motherfucker. We would have loved to have a protection spell. But that wasn't in the cards.
The only authority that I recognize is chaos.
Well, it's like, what the hell is that thing? I'm gonna attack face! Alright. They don't respect the Domri. Ah.
Doesn't always work out how you want.
Alright. Well, you know what they say. When they have it, they have it. You hate to go on a losing streak so early in the stream. Against decks that you know you can beat. This might be objectively one of our worst streams ever. Oh my god, a land. We are, ironically enough, on curve now. Opponent has a land in hand. Safely tuck the blood gas away in the graveyard. Are they going to try and flip it this turn? Have they already done their lane drop? Ah. I see it now. Well, I guess I don't need a board wipe now. I don't think we have enough life gain to get out of this. And that's not going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the only play that we have is Aurora Awakener and hope to get It didn't happen. Turns out when you time walk yourself for 2 turns, you lose. Who would have thought? Change the stream title. Can we get to gold? Parentheses. No. Lumra. So Lumra is a combo deck masquerading as a ramp deck. This is the combo. It's also bad that I have it, but I guess we'll pay for it. We'll keep the landfall trigger for now. This is just giving it basic. Do with shielded sleeves. What are you doing over there, opponent? This is a big fan of the brand. On the positive side, a mono green deck probably doesn't have the 2-drop to remove our commander. Alright. Be able to grab a mountain, because then we can surge into a forest. Actually, 2 forests. We want to be able to play the Wild Grove even if they remove Ruby. Somehow, I don't know, they could have a fight. Shenanigans. Nelly for 1, so... Land drop, sure. Seems pretty alright. I guess it's a Wild Grove Summoner kind of game. Storm's Wrath is kind of a dead card. Okay. Sacrifice. This creature dies. Interesting. I think that works. I'm willing to bet the house on it. No starting town. It's far too late for those. Now the Storm's Wrath is definitely not good. Turner Bridge. For 10. Yeah. We'll not take 10. I didn't even do the math on that. we've made up for the last 2 losses. Literally. Well, we got about 16 minutes left in this one, so let's go ahead and grab a pack real quick, and then we'll jump right back into the wait. Do I have any quests left? I do. That means there's another mythic pack instead. I'm willing to sit on it. I need to fix the eyes to be a little bit less cross-eyed in certain positions. I don't know if that's tweaking the horizontal look or what. Dak Faden straight up. Okay, well, Dak Faden as a commander, I'm not sure what that means. Do we keep the Breaching Dragonstorm because we're in ranked? Yes. We're gonna need some real luck to pull this one off, and we're about to get counterspelled anyway, so. More protection? Get enough protection. This will be a turn for a tap land.
Looks like you could use a helping hand.
All right. You got it, bud. Not that he can do that every turn, but while he's setting us back on lands, he's also evolving his game plan through just being a busted-ass color pair. Still, the best colors have blue in it, and all the fast ones have red in it. Bahamut, go away! Christ on a cracker. No, it's not ideal, but I don't want to mulligan again. We are that, so... we'll probably get more value in the long run out of Ugin. It depends on what we top deck, and they both draw cards in game life. Ugin removes something, but the Vaultborn's a little bit harder to get rid of, so... toss up. Crack it. You bought him. Yeah, I still into not fetch. Take 11 here. Oh, pretty good card, didn't it? I like Mastosaur. Hot damn. More like that. More games like that. Please. That's enough for a pack. Grab them packs. Fishing for the fix.
Sit down. I'll handle this.
Professor Delian fell. Not good for any of our decks. In theory, a good deck just on its own. We'll have to look in and see how budget he is. Eventually, we'll have collected enough of a collection to do stuff. We're still at 0 rares for today. We got about 16 minutes left, so we'll go ahead and jump in real quick. But what do we got? Michelangelo. Finally, somebody playing the actual, it's a good list. It's a +1/+1 counter list. This hand is better. This hand is fine. I guess we'll send back the Ugin. Just rely on Combustible to get us there. The Storm's Wrath, if timed correctly, will set them back to the Stone Age. It depends on a couple factors. If they can pop off quickly enough, if they can get the Mutagen Man, then they're probably safe. This. Nothing we can really do about that. This isn't one of the ones that I thought that it did. I thought it did. I was just too damaged. That's not really what we wanted to do, but I thought that it was one of the ones that gave us a +1/+1, and that would have been a cool tool. What's your trigger for getting the thing? Control creature with 7 power or greater. Okay. Alright, do we Ruby now, or we Combustible here? We get Storm's Wrath to take out the Pupa, which I don't think is a bad thing. We can futz around with our lands. Austin, yeah, not really anything we can do about that. Okay, so first we crop rotate. We'll ship away the door, giving us a shifting weapon. And we'll prep this. Gives us a scry. Surveil, sorry. We'll send the land to the yard because we don't need it. Password. Okay. Put a combustible. We'd probably take the life loss. now we have a blocker. Or wasn't bad in that we didn't want those cards there. How are we not delirious at all? Yeah, alright. Fucking... Okay. It's only an enters ability, so... We could do this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not quite enough. We'll just fast with Surge. Thin the deck a little bit. Just get domed for like 7. There's not a lot that we can do against 9/9 Indestructible, honestly. It keeps growing. Oh my god. It's the other half of our deck, the part where we draw no threats after getting all the lands. Thin our deck a little bit further. And that's not gonna do it. That's also not gonna do it, but at least we got something. Alright, so we got about 15 minutes left for the rank challenge, so we'll just dive right back into it. And so a artifact deck, an artifact reanimator deck that is going to try and overwhelm us with stuff. I'm not sure if they have a combo in there. I'm sure that they could, but probably just get us with a whole bunch of value. Again, Wizards, just give me Bane of Progress. Like, I would probably... What would I do for Bane of Progress? I could take up Primeval Bounty for Bane of Progress. It increases the mana value by 1, which not the greatest, but it could just work. And then just having the ability to roll into destroying my opponent would be great. And look at me with a slow opponent who's going first. Worst case scenario, we can curve into Boring Flex. Is it a forest? Okay. Forest. Place you're getting. So yeah, they have a combo. Mox, of course. And a Mox Opal, of course. Why wouldn't our opponent get all of the Mox? Hey look, it's even online. And a Simulacrum Synthesizer. Damn, they got it all. If they're a counterspell, they literally do just have everything that they need. Alright, we aren't out of this yet. We're pretty out of this, but not quite yet. Ship back the mountain. We're pretty out of this. Alright, so 4 damage, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Doesn't quite clear them, actually, but then Thrum of the Visage could. Well, it's like, a board wipe. But it will not kill my things. They're doing the math. Oh, they disconnected for a second. Must pay 3? Alright, well. At least it doesn't seem like we're sinking any lower, I don't think. Terrible. Awful day at the arena. Okay, so we got... this hand could work. They're likely to have a bunch of creatures. Takes them off a land too, which might shift the math in our favor. So on the positive side, they are mono blue deck that wants to temp out in the first couple turns. On the downside, we could just get buried under value from their commander coming down. Ah, there's a boy. Well, we missed land drop, so I guess he's just blowing things. Can attack, that doesn't give us anything. We can hold up 2 protection spells. Got these. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be 8. So we could get to Tooth and Nail next turn. We're both playing our own individual games of Magic the Gathering right now. We will return this first. And shut and we'll play this first. It'll be a negatory on these attacks right now. So they may drop the last of their hand and draw the full grip with Pang. Or they could just do that and then see what they roll. Will they take the Iron Card trigger? No. Will they take the card draw? Yes. One less. If you were the starting player, you may have a creature enters a copy of a permanent on the battlefield. Okay. Of course. Primeval Titan is a good card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. That guy? You got it, bud. All in? Get me a Boseiju. Get me the damage and the mana. Oh. That one. And that one. was like, what the fuck did you do? Interesting choice. For the lows. My Titan lived! Hey, a pack. Ooh, a mythic pack. Ooh, a mythic pack. The end of the hunt's not bad. Alright, alright. Not bad. Well, I think we're done earning packs for today, though, so we'll just go for the rest of the time that we have. About 15 minutes left in the challenge. No ramp in this hand, but a Vorinclex or two. Is Vorinclex good enough to beat Tezzeret? No, it is not. Somehow worse. We've gone down to Mulligan and before. Alright, there we go. We'll ship back everything. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, we have to Raging Ravine instead of using the Fetch to Scry. Because this one's always a tap land, that is usually it. That's going to turn into an Infinity Stone pretty quickly. Alright, the opponent just needs to not have any interaction, which seems impossible. Never say never.
Think you can outmaneuver me?
I might be a fool then. Oh, that's the coolest animation I've ever seen.
Give them strength.
Astral Titan, I believe? Yeah, we'll just get this down and see. Oh, it is. So we are going to want a... I suppose the Scryland, and we've already got the Manland, so we'll just get shipped everything out there. Thunder's debut? Good work.
Stop!
So Breaching Dragonstorm would be the ideal thing to sacrifice to the bargain. However, we do have, sneakily, one additional thing we're allowed to bargain. And it looks like our opponent doesn't have a way to mess with it. Hey, Krang, we just fought one of those. It was significantly less scary somehow. Ruby, I guess?
I will destroy if I must.
I guess this is Warcrimes.zone. so we got Bahamut and Meteor Golem or Atali? Atali. Bahamut's gonna hit the Ugin.
My research.
And Atali's gonna hit. Enters. Crank. We will toss down. What does this do? We'll draw X cards. X is half the star, then round it down. Okay. We will throw down a mountain. And we'll go in on the Tezzeret. This will take some lands out of the deck. Specifically, we'll do the Scry and a fetch land. Sure. We don't hate it. Does the opponent realize it? I guess
Time to adapt.
they just, as long as it lives. All right, opponent. We're not in a bad place. Let's see what they got. Paradox Engine. That's a pretty good one. I don't think we can Atali and Glacier Godmaw this turn. One. For one. Straight up Tezzeret at 1 is probably good enough. We can get a bajillion artifacts on the field. Zap us for that. Unfortunately, Tezzeret just doesn't have a floating number over his head to tell us how many artifacts our opponent has. You know, if we'd had one of our protection spells, we could have straight up killed Tezzeret last turn, which would have put us in a much better position. Pretty sure they've got this. Because they can at any point just zap us for 13. Snow. I believe the hotkey is like Shift Z or Double Tap Z or something when you have priority.
I am master of machines.
You're a master of something. You might be baiting, actually.
I know how this ends.
Well, I think I've seen enough. As far as watching the opponent play out their combo, this is one of the more boring ones. Yeah, I wish that there was something that came down and wiped the board. At the... I mean, we're in red. You'd think there'd be some big creature that just comes down and that, but they're all in, like, black and Massacre World type effects. Lavinia. Luckily, this is a counter meta deck designed to hate bears people out. So while we very much might just get blown out of the water by it, there is a chance, however small. Oh. We'll ship back the blue card. And then we'll play that. We'll drop the circuitous route. Sack the gemstone. Give us the Spirit Archway, which returns the forest. In the business. Well, that's rude. Oh, that's also super rude. There goes my glacial. Let's get a forest. Play the only card in our hand. May as well attack. Suck it. Our resources are thoroughly stripped. Pretty sure the only thing that is keeping us in this game is that our opponent's still stuck at 3. 6, 7. Well, it can't attack. So, yeah. Screw you. I get my commander back. And forests. Get counterspelled, maybe? Get exiled, maybe? Still attacking them, I didn't know anything. I don't think we need much force right now. I'd like a disenchanter of some kind. That'd be great. Okay. I was about to learn something about layers. Whether copying the Glacial Godma with Calamity. How do they know it was in my hand? They scooped without anything. Any foreknowledge that I could actually pull this around. And it was gated. Come on, dude. There is no indications that I had any way to get out of your lock, and I was just going to slowly beat you down. You had the time. Ah. We've managed to avoid it so far. And we have to mulligan. That's not going to be fast enough. You're 3-4, right? 4-4? Even worse. So now we can hold up the trumpeting Carnosaur we need. Unfortunately, that's not one of the creature ones. Our opponent reads the ring. Possibly they have a disenchant for it. Or possibly they just windmill slam their commander. In the sanctum of all, are you fucking kidding me? Shit off of my house. You're so far away from playing Wild Growth Summon, it's not even funny. Do you play a land this turn? I don't think we do, because we got the Wild Growth in hand, which means that Prismatic Vista is a forest, hasty forest. Oh, champion's pretty good. Can't do that, so can't let that live. Absolutely not. We could throw down Ruby, doesn't really do much. We could disenchant something. I think the Stone Fangs is probably what we want to do. Right. Ugh. Stressful. What I would like is I think it's the Gates of Madara or the Talon Gates. I want the ability to protect my commander with a land off the crop rotation. I want the crop rotation to turn into a protection spell. Because it comes up occasionally. Bolting Braid seems not bad. Wild Grove, probably gonna happen. Not on curve, but maybe. I could see this game going either way. Oh, there goes the interaction. Opponent reads our commander. Might actually be the first time we actually got Inquisitioned. For how much of a staple it is, we've just managed to dodge it so far. We don't need a 5th land. Get in there. Yeah, Raids is gonna eat Lambus later. That's pretty funny. Yep. We already have a fetch land, so this is just not Ruby. I wonder what their top end is, or if they're just planning on draining it slowly over the course of eons. If we don't block, then we have Dolius, which I kind of like. Ship back the courteous, which is fine. Oy, oy, oy. The 6-mana Ruby is not very likely to hit the board again. Should we just cycle all of our shit with Chandra? Do we just kill the field with Chandra? I think that's it, actually.
Any volunteers? Reckless, yet effective.
At least Braids isn't gaining them life, or else we would be 100% out of this. Okay. Instead of mostly out of this. Oh, they get it anyway. Good. Alright. Pretty sure that's enough to kill us. I would do the guy. Do we lose our guy? Not lose life? Alright, gamers. We did not draw an artifact. So while we can do this, bargain requires an artifact, enchantment, or token, which we don't have. Alright, well, let's see what the top cards are. Would have been nice. Would have been real nice. Ay, 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 ay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Did you hear that? It's like a chiming in my head. Some kind of reanimator is old Rutstein. He's gonna mill himself a little bit. This hand is too expensive. This hand has Wild Grove, which isn't great. Calamity Vaultborn is awkward. And we don't have anything. Oh, okay. Hey, Silver 2. An achievement for that? No, it's an orb. Spend orbs on what? Looks like dragons. I wish they would tell me if I owned the thing. Originally, my biggest complaint about the orb system was that all of the cosmetics would just say, "This is not a card," instead of the actual text, so you had no idea what they did. Alright, so we got what we need. Remember, kids, even if it's only until end of turn, you want to landfall after you play Tifa, so that you can show them your ability. Just make sure that they're aware that you can double their power. Could we have mulliganed for a lightning bolt and been still in this game? Possibly. Do we have literally anything we can do against this? View my landfall. Mental note, mulligan hard for a board wipe against that particular deck. The Hobbits. Oh my god. An actual playable hand? I mean, sure, we'd like the Shifting Woodland to come into play untapped, but might be able to just get that. Hey opponent, you have a trigger. You can sack your land in response. Or you can just pass priority. They didn't want to have to pass priority more than once. Snakeskin. I think we'd prefer another land, because we've already got a protection spell. Opponent reads our commander. Cycling. Our opponent shockingly does not have removal or counter spells. Ah, there it is. We didn't have the untapped land anyway. One of the slams we used to we were going to search the horizon. We have a lot of forests and starting point. this kung fu fight. They've managed to find all of their counter spells. I guess Roaring Fox? I don't want to see that. But what else is on top? I don't want to do a fetch land right now. Aurora Awakening? Could you stop drawing counter spells, you motherfucker? Fuck you. That happens first, so he's still attacking. Haha, your shark died. See, so it's 6, 7, 8, 7. All right, we're getting there. We just have to fight through a Shark Typhoon. Should have blocked all, sir. Not much I can do when sharks are getting thrown at me. Activate ability. friend. I'll do it for haste here. I'll do. It's not haste, but it draws me cards. They took the risk. They used to throw the dice. Okay. Well, probably the best game to end on.
Oh, dear.
Whoa. Oh, this card wants me to look at it. Oh my. He's vibrating with excitement. All right. So that's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you for coming. This will be the end of the Modified Rank Brawl Challenge soon. In the next about 15 hours. We will have actual ranked Brawl, I believe. Unless it's later. I don't know. It's coming out at a certain time. Hopefully they change things because I don't like no ban list. It's kind of rude, but it is what it is. Maybe if they do keep the no ban list thing, we'll swap back in the other Ugin. I don't know what other banned cards we would want, but I'm sure there's something. Anyway, that's it for me today. I will see you again next time, possibly more later this week. Possibly we'll just continue to do one stream per week until we get some comments in the live chat. Let's see, what are you? A Dragon to the Roots. Not the worst card, not the best card. Okay, bye.